Good morning, Sky family. Welcome to another adventure to Sky Children of the Light. Today there's going to be a Red Shard event in the Valley of Triumph at the Village of Dreams, and that will start in about 15 minutes, and that will be the first landing. They always do 3 landings. Don't forget to get your extra candle for the day and pick up your daily quests. And let's grab our candles and Avery while we're here, and our rock boy. Oh, there is a new visiting spirit. So let's collect the stuff from him. And of course I want to get my extra wing light. And I'll get the heart. All right. So the spirit offers, they have an emote and then some hair besides the heart. So I don't think I'll be purchasing anything else from them. But I did want to get their wing light while I could. And once I go to Eden, I'll be able to get that wing light for myself, and it will count for on the back of my cape. But you won't have it count for you until you go to Eden after you purchase it. You have to go to Eden first. And there's my rock boy. Yours may be in a different spot. Mine is always in the same spot unless I go through a gate first. Alright, today's dailies are going to be in the Valley of Triumph, and our daily candles along with our Red Shard event. Well, no, the Red Shard event will be in there also. The Golden Wasteland will have our candles for today. If you are just doing the Red Shard event, it will be straight through that cave right there. And that is where the Village of Dreams is. Let's see what our dailies say to do. We've already collected 30 pieces of light. We need to meet up with Bear Hug Hermit in Hermit Valley. Catch the Wandering Lights atop Hermit Valley. And admire the rainbow in Hermit Valley for a short while. So everything's going to be up in Hermit Valley, which will be going towards the Village of Dreams. But I want to collect my candles first, so we will grab those first. So here's our first candle. Go over here is our second candle. And we will have to go straight down first to the ice rink to get our third and fourth candles. And then we will come back through the gate and go to the Village of Dreams and Hermit Valley. You get really fast when skiing, and it can be really hard to control your tune with the ice and stuff you slide on. So sometimes it's easy to miss some of these candles along the way. Oh, okay. Thank you for the like. I appreciate that. All right, now to find our other two candles in here. And we'll go ahead around the circle. Let's go ahead down here and get this one first. All right. And we'll go around the circle and collect our wax. Thank you for liking the live. I appreciate the help. It really helps with the algorithm. So thank you so much. All right, now that we've collected those, we can come up here and look. Here is number 3, and there is number 4. All right, now we can go back to Avery and go through the gate again, and this time go to the Village of Dreams to head up to the Hermit Peak. All right. Go back through, and this time we'll go to the right. And Hermit Valley is way up at the top peak of the mountain. You have to take a couple of gondolas to get up there. They're not like regular ski gondolas, they're boats, but it's pretty cool. And we'll go ahead and collect the candle cakes that are in here. The one up here on top of this mountain. And this is the Village of Dreams. All right, there's our first one. The second one will be behind these houses. Right in front of the gondola. Or below, I should say. There we go. And up these stairs is the gondola. And you just have to wait for the boat to come around. They look really slow until you're trying to catch one if you didn't make it in there. Alright, now we're in there. We'll just ride this up to the next one, and then it will take us up to Hermit Valley up at the top of the peak. I don't get up here very much anymore unless I go to Eden and have to recollect all my wing lights. Then I come up here, or unless the Red Shard event is up here. Alright, over here to our next gondola spot. Let's activate this one. And this one is the one that will take us up to Hermit Valley at the very peak, top of the peak. Thank you for following. I appreciate that. I appreciate all the likes, the shares, the following, the heart me's. I appreciate all of it, guys. All right, now we will catch this and ride it up to Hermit Valley. While we're riding that, we might as well find our emote that we collected right there. Okay. When there's a red dot where your wings are, that usually means you have something that you need to collect or do. There's our rainbow and our lights. I'll try to collect this light over here first. Whoops. Oh, it is windy up here. Okay. It's normally not that windy. Let me I'm out of energy. Grab my thing there to give me a little bit of energy back. Waiting for this light to turn around and come back. There it is. And we'll go get this one. And there will be one by the cave. First, let's go over here to the rainbow and admire it. When you have to admire the rainbow, you have to stand there for a certain amount of time and wait for the timer. It's not one to just find the rainbow. You actually have a timer to wait for this one. Where's my cape? It's on. Oh, wait. Yeah, it's on right there. Well, it keeps glitching, it looks like. Don't know why it's glitching, but it could be because I'm in the rainbow. I don't know. Yeah, always a bug. What, kitty? All right, there's our timer. Here comes our light. Try to get the last light there. There we go. And now we can meet up with him. And he's usually wants us to view a memory inside the cave behind him. Yep. So we will go inside and view the memory. And I usually just click on this first memory. And then it is also on a time limit. Yeah, my cape looks fine there. So it could be just could have been just a glitch. Not sure. And this is the last of our daily quest right here. Oh, but I hear the meteor landing for the Red Shard event. And that pushed me away. It sounds like our Red Shard just landed. And it will be behind this cave. Sometimes this one can be a dangerous one. Well, it sounded like it was there. Oh, it's in the Village of Dreams. That's right. Never mind. Not Hermit Valley. So we got to go back down. You could just ski down like I'm doing, or you could go back to Avery and then slide back down the path. Either way. To the cave right there. There is a wing light in that cave right there. If you have not gotten it before. And there was one behind the cave also, up at Hermit Valley. There's a little spot for a wing light there. You see somebody else, it looks like below, skiing down. We could come down faster now and ski. Missions, yes. I've just finished doing the dailies. Up at Hermit Valley is where 3 of them are. First is to collect 30 wax, and then the other 3 are up at Hermit Valley. There's 3 lights that up there where we just came from. You'll go to the Village of Dreams to get up there and take the gondola. First is the 3 lights, and the rainbow is up there. And then in front of the cave, our little dude that looks like I can't remember, the gremlin or whatever. He gives you a big hug, and hug is in his name. I can't remember what his name is, but you meet up with him, and he wants you to view a memory inside the cave. All right, there's our red shard. This is the first landing, so there will be 2 more landings of this today. Oh, there's still some more of that to burn. Be careful of the crabs in here. It looked like regular crabs, which can be knocked over. Be careful of the red rocks also. There we go. Yeah, it's always dangerous when they put the red rocks right in the path of where you gotta kneel. Luckily, if you are kneeling, I don't think it affects you. Now we just gotta collect all of these without getting hurt too bad. Oh, that hurt. That always scares me when the rock hits you like that, man. All right, everybody collected it. Luckily, there were several of us collecting. Yes, there are several older people such as myself that play. I'm turning 58 this month, so I'm not that old, but yes, I do play. I love this game. I've been having a lot of fun with this game. I like the relaxation from this game because it's not like others where you have to battle, do PvP, all that kind of stuff. After you've collected your candles, this will open up where you can go inside for the memory, and there is a wing light in there if you've not collected it before going to Eden. And there is a whole quest line in here on this crystal inside, which I've already done. And you can do that over and over until it's done. And in this memory, it would be up on top of the little birds. I already have it. You can see where the people are right there for it. It would be right there. But I already have that memory, so I don't need it. If you take that portal there, the little circle, that will take you to home. But I don't like to go to home. I go straight back to Avery. Yeah, it is. 32 turning 33. Yeah, I'm 57. I turned 58 on the last day of the month. All right, so we will hand our quests in. I bow to pick up and hand in my quests. And then after you hand in your quest, you can sit at the bar and get your daily cinnamon roll. There we go. Now they will shut the bar down and close the lights, letting you know that you've collected your cinnamon roll and finished your quest. And for those that just came in, there is a new visiting spirit right there. Don't forget to go and get his wing light and stuff before he disappears. All right, the daily candles will be in the Golden Wasteland. First place to check always is to check here behind you, because that is on top of here. They will sometimes put a candle there. Sometimes they'll put it over here by these stairs, and if not, sometimes they'll put them down here. And there is one there. So that is our first. And Days of Sunlight will be ending in just a few more days on the 20th. We will go collect our tickets for that after we get these candles. And I did do a video on collecting the extra 15 tickets on there, and a video on doing the inside of doing the last year's Days of Summer 2025. Oh, where's my wax? On how to do the beach and photos quest line that's in there, for those that want to collect that. And then the items will stay in there, so if they repeat that again next year, you'll already have the items and you won't have to go looking for them. You'll be able to just go inside there and photograph the stuff in there for it to count. Makes it easier. And I did a 5-part video on that, collecting each of the 3 items, so that if you don't need all of them at once, you wouldn't have to scroll through looking for them. You'd be able to just choose the video for which part you're on. And I did do the cover on those different and name them so that you could tell which was which. All right, we're collecting all this wax as we go. There's no candle down here. Sometimes there is. And be careful of the crabs. It's really dark in here, so it's hard for me to see. I'm legally blind too. All right, we'll collect the wax over here by the pipes. And then we will go up through the door. But I love how simple this game is, and how there's no stress on this game at all. You basically, it's like an adventure game. You get to adventure around, you get to dress up, you know. The outfits don't like have to wear certain things, you know, to have mana or stamina or anything like that. Oh, you love the Golden Wasteland? You have a Boop, the crispy sky puppies. Are you talking about the dragons, the dark dragons? Never heard of them called sky puppies. That's funny. You can either go to the right and climb on that pipe over there and run across, but you have to wait for him if you do that. I like to just come over here, and while he's busy attacking, right there he is, he's busy attacking the light creature, I sneak around him, so I don't have to wait on him. There we go. And I can usually get out of this area before he gets back over here. In this part, there is no red candle. The candle cake. Well, if I can get that before he comes. There we go. And there's a couple down here also together. And one over here. You do need the candle wax. You need the candle wax to be able to, let's get our energy with this swing light. There we go. Especially with visiting spirits coming. We've got the 9-colored deer coming next month. And so you're going to want all the candles you can get for that event. Definitely. He's got some cool items. Alright, there are 4 dark dragons in here, so please be careful in this area. And watch your timing so you don't end up losing a lot of your wing lights. And there's wing light right there. The first spot would be in that cave, and it does not look like there's a candle in that cave down there with the little ribs on top. In that hole down there inside the cave, sometimes there is a candle. Let's watch the timing on these guys. I hear one. You can hear them before you can see them usually. There he is. And he's going to make a circle, so we're going to wait for him. No, he's lit up inside. I did not see a candle in there. So there's 2 other spots the candle could be in here. Towards the exit, straight ahead. So as soon as he circles back, we'll be able to go. Alright, he's gone that way. We can go now. One would be on this pillar over here. But I don't see it there. The next spot, and I do see it there, will be at the exit. But there is a dark dragon that goes to that exit. So I'm going to have to be very careful. And I need to collect some more wax. I'm out of energy. There's some wax in there. We'll go ahead and collect that. And the butterflies should heal us. Alright, and I see the dark dragon headed to the exit now. And as soon as he comes underneath us, we'll go get that candle. And that will be our second candle right there. They basically surveyed this entire area, so you do have to be careful. And he will be going into the rock underneath us. And now that he's there, we'll be able to go past him and go over here and get this candle. That exit takes us to the area where you will find the temple. And one of the candles is probably at the temple, but one might be at the crab area. So we're going to go there first. So I will go this way to that little orange door straight ahead, but you got to be up high enough so the dark dragons, the 2 of them that will fly below you, don't see you. and we will head to that doorway. There's one that actually surveys right in front of this door. There we go. And this will take you to Crab Fields here. I've been playing for about a year, a little over a year. I started during the season of Two Embers, Part 1, right before the navigation one started. I'm going to gather this wax and we'll check the back of the ship first. It will either be, if it's in here, on the front of the ship or the back of the ship. Alright, oh, he's coming, so let's get behind this rock because he will see to the rock. As you see, his circle is right there at the rock. Now, we will check the back of the ship first. And it is not there. Alright, so we will go up and go to the front of the ship. And I stay to the left because he will survey quite a bit of the ship there. And it is on the front. Alright, so there is our third candle right here. And now to get to the same area we were going to go through the exit, we're basically going to fly straight where all these pipes are over here. We'll collect this little bit of wax. I didn't go down near the bottom and collect all of that. And this takes us into the same area. Now, my name on it's just Teresa. That's what I have my name, just my name. I didn't name it anything special. I just used my name. There are two places in here that it can have, and there is a temple right there. The dart dragons for in here, there's like 3, I think. They don't show up unless somebody lights the altar in front of the temple. So unless someone lights it up, you will not have to worry about the dart dragons. Now, if they do, yeah, you're going to have to worry about them. And there is our final candle right here on top. That's why I fly up here first, because it is quite a ways up. And there is a wing light that shows up right here on this. As you see right here is a wing light in here. There are 2 in this area. And there is our final candle right there. The other spot the candle could be is down here. And we'll collect this light first. But right here on this rock where this light is, that is the other spot that it would show up. And since I'm in here, I will show you where the other wing light would be in here. And there is one that in the temple itself also. Behind the pillar to the right, the third pillar which is on the right here, the altar is right there in front of the doors. And behind this pillar is where your wing light, the second wing light in this section right there is. Uh-oh, and I think I heard somebody just open the doors. Yes, they did. Okay, so let's try to get through this temple before, and you can see someone opened it and you see all of the dart dragons with their blue circles. There's 1 to the right and 2 right there. So if someone lights that altar and you hear it, make sure you get to safety beforehand. Thank you for liking the live. Might as well collect the candles in here. And there is a wing light right there. That would be your last one in this section. And we'll get the candles. There's your altar right there, this is where you would bring your spirits that you collect here in the Golden Wasteland. When you first start the game, you're collecting all your spirits. This is where you would bring the ones here for the Golden Wasteland. And you would kneel there, and your spirits would be there with you. And if you don't know if you have any spirits, when you go in an area and you see the little ghosty things following behind you, floating behind you, those are the spirits that you need to bring to the altar for whichever area you're in. And when you go to new areas, behind the altars, like here, if I went straight ahead, that would take me to the Vault of Knowledge, which would be the next gate. And that's how you open up your gates in Sky, is just after the altar, going to the next area, and it opens up your new ones. All right, let's go get our tickets for today. And the Days of Summer will end on August 20th. So make sure that you do the Beach and Photo Quest. And this will also, until the 20th, take you to Grandma's. If you want to do the Polluted Geyser and then Grandma's table, the ancestor table, this is the fastest way to get there. And right now the geyser is going on, and then after that you would be able to come here. The right through here, we'll collect the candles in here. And the geyser is at the day, go through the Daylight Prairie portal, and you will go to the right. Once you fly down, you'll go to the right to where the bird's nest is and fly straight through the bird's nest. Let's see, where did it go? Oh, there he is. Okay. Over here is where your Beach and Photo Quest guy would be, and you would bring the photos back here, and it would show you 3 photos above this, 3 things that you need to collect. Once you've collected them, they'll all be in here, like the flags, the whale's tail, all of it is in here. The sapling, right there. You have one of the little gravestones right here, jellyfish. The lights are up on top of the building there, and also on top of the building you have the pillows that you need for it, and some jellyfish up here, but you have some pillows that you can take a photo of. We'll go down here, collect the wax. There is the little torch lights, the vases, there's one of your crabs right there. And here's one of the things that you need also that you got at the Daylight Prairie, for I think that was the last part of the quest line. So all of it is in here, hidden around this area. You just look for it and it will be in here for you to collect. Makes it much easier once you've done this. And these are also one of the photo items. So everything you're going to need will be in here. So you don't have to go anywhere if you've already done this quest line before. If you did it this time, if they repeat this next year like they did this year, you'll already have everything. And you can just do the pictures and then hand it in and just keep going until you're done. So that finishes. Oh, that part I forgot to go back. Sorry. I forgot to do my race. You can either do the race or you can play the music. I'll show you both. For the tickets, and then I'll see if I have enough tickets to get my last item. This is Grandma's ancestor table. In about 20 minutes, Grandma will show up. Maybe 20, 25, 30 minutes, something like that. Grandma will be there. Gathering the wax in here. And as I said, for this area, I did a video on collecting the extra 15 tickets, which are like this right here. They look like little popsicles. You can only collect those once during this event. And if you've not collected them, then you can watch that video to collect all of those. All right, this person plays the music. This is the fastest and easiest way to get your tickets. She'll want you to play along with her, and you don't even have to play. You just back out, and she will give you your tickets. So that is the fastest way to get your tickets. But if you like doing the race, if you don't know where the start of the race is, you can come over here, and this guy will take you to the start of the race. And it's been in this spot for a while now. Somebody's already doing the race, so we've got to wait for them to finish. If the circle is not here, it means somebody's doing the race, and so you have to wait. And one of the tickets is right here also. There are 3 that will be underwater. One will be underwater straight ahead a little bit and in a cave. All right, there's our circle. It doesn't take long to finish the race, so you can just wait for the person to finish. Now we'll wait for the timer. And we go. And it will speed up once you hit the arrows, and the arrows point in the direction that you got to go next. Sort of a heads up of what direction to try to face. Uh-oh, there it is. Uh-oh, get back on there. Lily pads. You cannot jump. It'll take you off. There we go. And that is the race. And there's the popsicle hidden there. One of the event tickets. They're just all over this area. There's even one. Oh, I didn't even see a slide. There's one hidden there too. Now that's pretty cool. They've got a slide here. Oh, that's fun. That's cool. So that is it, and people are starting to show up waiting on Grandma to come for her table. So that is it for today. We've done our dailies, we've done our Red Shard event, and we have done our daily tickets. Let's see if I can purchase the last item that she has. I still collect the tickets even if I have all of the items. Let's see. I want the little board. That is the last item I need to purchase. Not quite. Let's see. It says I need 38 tickets, and I have 36. So tomorrow I should have enough to get that item. So if you do your dailies every day, you will have more than enough tickets to buy everything. So that should do it. If anyone has any questions, hi Emily. Is there any questions about the game? I had just finished a video on my Hooks and Needles subscription box that just came in. I did an unboxing video for that. And I showed in yesterday where I showed people the new game that I'm playing with my friend called Palworld. And it's a little different from this one. That one you do battle. It's a survival game. But I love it because of all the little animals. They're just so cute. Some of them, they're sort of cartoony looking, but they're just adorable. And your little pals get to travel with you and stuff. So it's really cute. But that one is a purchase game. This one is a free to play and a multi-platform game. That one is mainly solo, but you can have friends join you in your world. But if they join you in your world, they will have to start from scratch. Even if they play the game, they'll have to start from level 1. You will be able to help gift them stuff if you're higher up, to be able to equip them to make them better. But they will have to start from level 1 in your world if they join your world. And you can go to your friends' worlds. And I do visit my other 2 friends when we play. We'll go to each other's worlds and we'll take turns. We'll send a code to each other and go into each other's worlds. So that is a lot of fun also, especially since they're higher level. And when I go to their world, sometimes they'll give me pals that I can't get in my world, and I can put them in the cloning machine and take them back to my world. So that is so cool. Now, until I collect those in my own world, I won't be able to make the saddles for them. But, well, if they come to my world, they might be able to make the saddle for me. But other than that, I can't. So yeah, it is a lot of fun though. So I play that in the evening, and like last night, we were up till 3 a.m. playing. So it's why my eyes are so red and swollen, because I just got up not long ago. I got up early because I had a delivery. Oh, you're playing Sky? Awesome. That's great. So is there any other questions that anyone has about Sky that I might be able to answer? Or even about Palworld if you're curious about that. Okay, I guess no one has any questions. I'm giving time for anyone to type anything if they have a question. All right, well, if there is no questions then, yeah, I'm waiting on Grandma. It should be coming soon. Another like 10 minutes or so. They're still working over or finishing up over at the geyser. And then Grandma will start afterwards. So I'm at the ancestor table waiting on that, since by the time I would get over to Sanctuary Islands, it would be ending, so there's no use going there. After going to Sanctuary Islands and doing the polluted geyser, you can come here to Grandma's and do Grandma's the ancestor table, collect the biscuits that she makes. After Grandma's, you can go back to Sanctuary Islands and wait for the turtles to start. And once the turtle starts, you can collect also from the turtle. I usually don't do the turtle. I do once in a while, and I think I have shown it on a live before where I went and did the turtle to show people. And the turtle will be to the right around the island from the geyser. And there will be a set of a whole bunch of little islands, and the turtle like floats around that area. And he does go underwater though, so sometimes he will disappear and he'll be under the water. I just finished doing the dailies and the daily candles, and did the ticket and the Red Shard event already. I'm doing wonderful, thank you. But for those that have not played Sky, this is a free-to-play MMO and multi-platform game. You can play this game on several different ways. I started out on the PS4. I play the PS5 now. I also play on my cell phone. You can play with Android or with Apple. You can also play on an iPad. I'm pretty sure you'd probably be able to do a Fire tablet also if you had the app on there. You can play on the computer. On the computer, I play through Steam, and I do have a cell phone account also. And when I play on the cell phone, I have a little controller that I hook up to my phone, and it is through not USB, but oh my goodness, I cannot think. I hook this up and I play the game with a controller that works just like my PlayStation does. So that is the easy way to play on a cell phone. You can do it without one, but for me, I mean, that was just like $20 on the big A. And so I just use that and hook it up to my phone. So that's the easy way to play. If you're playing on your cell phone, then you have easy controls with the controller. And it's not Wi-Fi. Oh my goodness, I don't know why I cannot think what it's called. Is it Bluetooth? No, it may be Bluetooth. But yeah, you will hook it up and you play that way with the controller. And I also play it that way with the controller. I actually use my PlayStation controller, I believe, or my Xbox controller. I'm not sure which one on my computer. So I play it that way on the computer instead of using the keyboard. Now, if you can also play on Nintendo Switch, but it is not on the Xbox itself. For some reason, it'll be on Nintendo Switch and PlayStation, but not Xbox. So if you want to play the game, it will either have to be, if you don't have a PlayStation or you only have Xbox, you'll have to either play on a Nintendo Switch, a PlayStation, computer, or cell phone. Or iPad, whatever. Any of those ways. There are different ways to play. I'm not sure if there's a different way to play on the computer. I've always done it through Steam, so I don't know. And on the phone, on the iPhone, I actually play through my my Apple account on there. It has a special section for doing just the iPhone also. So there are a bunch of different ways to play. And it's fun that you get to play with anyone on any other system. Like one of my friends plays on her computer. So when she plays, I can still play with her because we're on a different platform. Some games do not allow cross-platform. So if you weren't playing the same type of system, you wouldn't be able to play with each other. So luckily, this is a cross-platform game. So you can play with anyone from any other system and be friends and everything else. So, I mean, there are differences in like this game and like the Palroll game that I'm playing. It, like I said, is more of a solo game for the most part. Just waiting on Grandma. And on there, though, you are able to play with your friends, but it's a little bit different than all the other ones. Okay, it's got a red dot up there. I'm not sure what it's wanting me to do, collect. Thinking maybe candles, but I'm not seeing any candles I need to collect. I don't see anything there I need. Seeing if there's a new emoji that I missed. It would have a red dot by it if it's a new one that you need to click on. It could just be that it wants me to return to Avery. Oh, can't join me? I'm at Grandma's table. You can always just, in Avery, go to the Spirit in Avery, and it'll take you to Grandma's table. That's the fastest way to get here. And that happens to me sometimes too. And when it does, I usually just go somewhere and then go back to Avery and try to go to my friend, or I will just, oh, is that you coming? No, you're named. I know you have a name. Oh, I see some wax. Let me collect this wax down here. They had the race right here to begin with, and then they moved it way over past there to the back. Let's burn these for wax. This was the last AP item that I had purchased right here, was the little crab, the little floaty. I think he's really cute. And so I collected him. You have to put him on water though. Oh, there's another one, the little globes to burn. And Grandma has finally showed up. And Grandma will actually do this for about 5 minutes before she starts. She'll go to the fire, she'll go to the door and call to let people know that it's almost time to come to her table. And she'll continue that for 5 minutes until she's done. And then she will sit in front of the table at the head seat right there by the fire. She will sit there, and every minute she will place biscuits out for you to collect, which will give you candle wax. And candle wax in this game is your currency, one of the currencies. Friends giving you hearts is another currency, giving you gifts. That is also something you can purchase stuff with. And Eden candles. And you can get the Eden candles like today from the Red Shard event. You don't get but 3, but you can also get Eden candles from going to Eden once a week if you wanted to collect a bunch of those. Every Sunday, Eden resets, but once you do Eden, you do have to recollect all of your wing lights. And I have done videos both on doing Eden with a couple of places that's easier to hide to stay away from the dark dragons. And I've done a video on, collecting the statues and collecting all of the wing lights. And I separated that, I believe, into the different gates. That's been a while though, so it's probably way down. And I had also put those on YT. I put all of these videos from the dailies both here and YT. So that will do it then. If anybody doesn't have any